We crossed the New Brunswick-Nova Scotia border while the premiers were still having their dispute there, and ran as fast as we could and ended up in Edmundston, New Brunswick for the night. Sadly, the next day the Botanical Gardens wasn't open to the public, but looked like it would have been interesting. Anyways, from there we spent the next night in Cornwall and then on to Toronto for a quick visit and then up to my cousin Andy's place at near Creemore. From there we made a couple of side trips to both Niagara Falls and Wasaga Beach, and hope you enjoy.
We're back.
30 west. This looks like 30 west.
So this is Montreal.
Montreal. I think we made it. Can I have a beer now?
There you go.
That's okay. Here we go. Let's get some wine while we're at it. Our first stop in Ontario was in Cornwall, home of Canada's Air Traffic Control School, NAV Canada's NAV Centre, formerly known as the Transport Canada Training Institute. I'd spent about 14 months here over the years, and it looked a lot the same, although some of the signage has changed, and the Stonehouse Mess is no longer a mess, but a restaurant. Spent quite a bit of time here and brought back some pretty fond memories.
Not yet.
Oh, good. We are in torrential downpour here. It's, the winds just ripped through here. It's almost like tornado weather.
Yeah, it looked like it could be a tornado happening, but we're getting thunder, and I see blue skies coming to the west a little bit.
Good. I guess we'll drive out of it shortly. I should have just saw where we are. We're not that far away, anyways.
Are you scared?
Driving today.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. I have no beer, but I'm not scared. After a quick visit with Cousin Robert in Toronto, we were quite happy to head out of the big city and up to see Cousin Andy. Lives on a 20-acre oasis about an hour north of the city. About 10 years ago I was here and Andy cooked me a steak, and then he gave me a tree so I could cook my own steak, and I still have some of that tree left, but never ever did cook the steak. So here we have some steaks and there we have some coals. And I told Gigi all about this method, but this will be her first time trying it, and we get to do it with the master himself. Dirty steaks. A la Andy.
What did you say?
Right on.
Why there is a fire?
What fire?
Here.
Oh, well, these steaks are unusually thick and quite a bit fatty, so it's probably a little more flamey than it usually is when you use different steaks, but I have full confidence. Some of you may not know Cousin Andy. He's a licensed AME, aircraft mechanic by day, but his real passion is vintage aircraft. And he is a co-owner, maintainer, and pilot of a couple of them. He has a 1940 Tiger Moth and a 1956 Chipmunk, and flies them both. He and his friend and co-owner Danny took Gigi and I out flying, me in the Chipmunk and her in the Tiger. And for one of the few times in my life, I absolutely don't have words. Thank you, Andy and Danny. Not every day you get to wash an airplane, G.